I'm at my workshop. First thing I'm going to do is organise these boxes. Put some scrap in the van. I've got some wee odd jobs that I need to get done. I've got some things that I would like to get done. I want to dismantle this and see where it's leaking from. I would like to be able to fix it, but I have no idea how to do it. So I might do that. I'll show you what I've picked up so far this morning. I've got half a van load. Nothing exciting. I've got one alley boiler, a couple of wee cuttings of copper pipe. Hopefully I'll get some more jobs while I'm here. Sometimes I feel like I spend half my life sorting through boiler boxes. I'm putting the steel in this bucket and copper that I find, thrown it in that bucket. This is what makes it worthwhile sorting these boxes. The little bits of copper and brass that you get out of them. Some boxes are better than others. Some plumbers are more generous than others. Box is full. Try and keep some empty boxes for when I pick up boxes that have been out in the rain and have gotten wet. I don't see much in this box. I'm actually going to cut the top off this barrel. You may have seen that I use the barrels for keeping different materials in, and at the moment it's sitting there taking up space when I really need it in here. This is the space that it should be in. It should be sitting on a set of wheels in here. So I'm going to get that done, because that's going to give me a barrel again that I can use, and it's going to free up this space. I use my little plasma cutter for doing the barrels. Try and keep it in here. I need to use this at the entrance of the workshop because it can get a little bit smoky sometimes. It would probably be fine cutting just this barrel, but last time I used it I set the smoke alarm off. You should always take the lids out of these barrels before you cut them. use a very nice cut on this. I'll show you. You would think that it would be sharp. Well, that's where I stopped and started. But look here. It's not even sharp. Now I need to try and clean the excess oil out with it. I just need to try and fill them all up. Right, this thing, I've watched a few YouTube videos on how you repair these, but the ones that I've seen have mainly been bottle jacks, and they mainly unscrew here, where this one is welded. So, unless there's something under this plate, I really don't know how you dismantle it. I'm going to take it out and see though. First thing I need to do is take these springs off, I think, but I'm not sure whether to take them off from down here or from up here. They're quite strong springs. I think I'm going to go for up here. I'm going to put my safety goggles on. That would be embarrassing if I was blinded by a little circlip, because I don't have a set of circlip pliers. Are these called circlips? I think they are. Right, should I just push the pin through, or should I try and take the tension off the spring? Who knows? Let me see. Quite concerned that spring's going to... This doesn't feel like a good idea. This doesn't feel like a good idea. Oh, I need to stop swearing on YouTube now. Right. See if I can slide the spring off of you. I had to free up some storage there. I've now lost a piece. So I was wondering why the spring wasn't sliding off the pin, but it's because there's a little notch in it. So once it passed the notch, that's when it pinged off. I've lost the bottom piece though. There it is here. That little piece. Right, I suppose I'll just repeat the same process, I think. Yeah, we'll do the same again. Right, it is about to go again. Push it back a little bit. It's going to go. That was much better. Much less violent. Try and set all my pieces on the bench so that I don't lose any. Just stay there. Right, I now have no idea how this comes apart. Should I unscrew this? It doesn't unscrew. So I'm guessing this, the top of it would have came off at some point, but somebody's welded it in place. It's got a little clip in here. Let me try and get that out. Right. Oh, I wonder if I should put a little bucket here. Well, this bucket has holes in it. Definitely don't use that bucket. Upbeat trail day. sounds like there might be more fluid in this than I realised. I did fill it up a while ago, but it leaked so much that I assumed pretty much everything came out of it. Maybe I was wrong. Let's check and see. Oh no, there is quite a lot still in that. So I'm beginning to wonder if this is actually just going to be unrepairable because this piece is welded on here. Because what I was sort of expecting was to replace this O-ring, this rubber O-ring, but I'm never going to be able to get an O-ring past this piece. Let's pull it out and see what happens. Oh! Right, so I could maybe put the O-ring on from this side. See this O-ring here? I think that's, hopefully that's all I need to replace. This is a messy job. I went to the house this morning for some cereal before I came here, and I went in the shed and I took out 2 different sets of O-rings and I forgot to bring them. Pretty sure I left them in the shed. I'm going to have a look in the van and see if I did bring them or not. I've never seen inside one of these other than on a video. That's too dirty. Right, I'll go and have a look if I've got my O-rings. So that's annoying. I have left them at home. I'm just going to leave this now until tomorrow. I'll leave my little pieces sitting on the bench. I'm going to go to the scrapyard, but before I go, I'm going to spend a little bit of time sorting the stuff in this bucket. I got my little bits of brass and copper sorted, and also partially processed some boiler pumps, but I really need to get going now. I need to go to the scrapyard now and get the van empty. It shouldn't take me too long to get this van empty. I'll show you any non-ferrous I've got one. I just need to put a few things back on. I've got a few sinks down there as well. That is probably about 900 kilos. I've got a little bit of stainless and a little bit of dirty alley and clean alley. A little bit of cable and some brass, some copper, not a lot, and a wee bucket of motors. This was today's ticket, 920 kilos. It is 3:45 and that's me home. Normally, especially at this time of year, I would have left the scrapyard and I would have had 2 or 3 or maybe 4 jobs to pick up on my way home, and I've had none, so still quiet. We'll see what tomorrow has in store. This is what I left sitting. O-rings. That's an Imperial set, and I believe that's a metric set. I came in here this morning and I took them out one of the drawers, sat them down and done something else, and then forgot about them. So I'm going to put them straight into the van for tomorrow.